Okay, we have here 3 military-style daggers. Dagger means the point is generally in line with the hilt, and it's got 2 sharp edges, double-edged blade. This first one is the Fairbairn Sykes. It was issued to the British Commandos through World War II. It's got a metal hilt on it. This is designed after fencing foils of the era, and the knife was designed to be held in a foil-style grip. Meant your thumb up on the top, finger up along there. As a matter of fact, the period manuals showed it being used similar to a fencing foil, which is kind of silly for a knife, but yeah, that's what they had in the day. Now, this has several weak points. One, this very slender tip has a tendency to stick in bone, also a tendency to break off. The metal hilt, in cold weather, very uncomfortable, but it primarily, if it got wet, even with the texturing, got wet with water, blood, what have you, it's going to make for a slick grip. It's also round in profile. It means if you do not get your fingers up on the crossguard, you can't tell where the blade is. It can be oriented in any direction. You're not going to be able to know until you get right up on the crossguard. Now, this was basically World War II era. Get up to Vietnam era, we have the Gerber MkII. Now, this was not a military issue blade, although a lot of military personnel bought it for their own use. You can see there's been some changes. It's got a slightly wider blade profile, a little more belly. This makes it a little better for slashing, although all your daggers are designed primarily for stabbing. The point on this one, not as narrow as this, but this one managed to break it off. I had to recontour it, put it on a whetstone. Still perfectly serviceable. Hilt is now oblong in cross section, so you can get a better idea of the orientation of the blade when you pick it up. This works well in a reverse grip or forward saber type grip. Primary weak point, again, it's still a metal hilt. It also, the Gerbers had a fairly short tang in here, so they can break them if you stress them, although they're a sturdy enough knife. Now, this is a later design. This was designed by 2 gentlemen, Fairbairn Sykes. This was designed by W.E. Fairbairn and Rex Applegate, same Fairbairn. He addressed the weaknesses of the Fairbairn Sykes dagger. This is the Applegate-Fairbairn. You can see, again, it's got the wider blade, a little more belly to it. It's also the hilt. This is a polycarbonate Lexan, and again, oblong shape. This one, rather than the foil type grip, is designed for saber type. Thumb up along the back of the blade like that. Good for slashing, stabbing, what have you. Works reasonably well in reverse grip. This one, designed shortly after World War II, really wasn't put into production until the late 1970s. It's obviously the more modern of the 3, natural progression, some improvements all the way across. None of the dagger styles are particularly suitable as a field knife, although you could dress an animal or cut sector steaks with this. That's not their primary purpose.